Intercontinental Championship. Belt off. Official WWE title. Bootleg title. Let's discuss the pros and cons. Thanks for tuning in for another championship belt video. Over the last couple of weeks, I've been releasing some videos showing off my recently acquired championship belt collection. And I did a video several weeks ago discussing this belt, a Intercontinental Championship belt purchased off of Amazon. This is a 2mm plate, or supposedly a 2mm plate, and it was probably not produced through official channels. As a whole, this belt I thought was okay for what I paid for it, but buying it made me want to see what an official WWE Shop championship belt, Intercontinental Championship belt would look like. And I must say that, yeah, it's a lot better. I'm not going to go too in-depth about the original belt that I bought off of Amazon because I did a whole video on that and you can check it out. I will post it at the end of the video, the bumper at the end of the video. So give my thoughts, but again, as a whole, for what I paid for it, I thought it's just fine and maybe a little bit better than fine for the cost. If you want to dress up like the Macho Man for Halloween or something like that, a belt like this might get the job done for you. But if you're a collector, you're probably going to hate this belt. And why are you going to hate it? Because the leather is really scratchy, the plate is really thin, and it's fine just to kind of knock around, but you're probably going to find a lot of issues with the defects. But let's talk about an official WWE Shop Classic Intercontinental title. Yes, I got one with a yellow strap, and I discussed why in a previous video. I just like the color yellow. I have a thing for yellow leather in general, and I have a cool leather jacket that's yellow, and I like yellow. I don't like the Ultimate Warrior, and this is associated with the Ultimate Warrior. I don't like that guy. I'm not getting into that again. But I think that this is a really cool belt with the yellow. I think it really pops with the yellow leather. I filmed some B-roll of the two belts side by side, which I will overlay as I'm talking. And I will say that the most obvious thing about the WWE Shop Intercontinental title is how thick the plates are. They are like double the size. And again, if it's a 2mm versus a 4mm, that makes perfect sense. But I definitely think that it is at least double the thickness. And on top of that, I would say that I don't think that this is leather, the official WWE Shop, but whatever the strap is made out of, it's considerably thicker, it's smoother, it's softer. Yes, it is more stiff than the knockoff, and a lot of belt collectors don't like the general stiffness of the WWE Shop leather, but as a whole, it is so much better. The quality is so much better than a knockoff that it's almost inconceivable to even compare the two. So you can't get a yellow classic Intercontinental title on the WWE Shop, but you can find one on eBay, and that's exactly what I did. This is an official WWE Championship belt from the shop. The fellow that sold me this belt actually sent the original receipt, so this belt was purchased in 2021 as well, so that was probably the last time that the belt was in stock. And if you are comparing this belt to the other one, which I'll flash up again, you'll notice that this does not have a red logo. And I mentioned on the last video that this is more historically accurate. If you are attributing this version of the belt to the Ultimate Warrior, the red logoed version of the Intercontinental title was retired sometime around WrestleMania 3 after Ricky the Dragon Steamboat beat the Macho Man, because the Macho Man was putting some kind of metal cleaner on the belt and it made it all tarnished and they had to replace the belt. So by the time the Honky Tonk Man won the belt and then the Ultimate Warrior beat the Honky Tonk Man, the red logo was gone, and then when they re-leathered his belt with the yellow strap, it was long gone. Another element that I wanted to slide in, because I got some compliments with some of the other videos that I released, that a lot of the people who buy championship belts, they don't and they do reviews of championship belts, they don't show the belt on the waist. And I've made comments that some of these other belts have been more forgiving. This original WCW belt, the US Championship belt, it was less forgiving. And over the years, as I've gained and lost weight, that belt was more difficult to fit. This World Championship, the big gold, this is very, very forgiving. That the belt strap is, the waist, it probably fits up to a 46. This Intercontinental Championship has been the toughest. The straps, or the buttons for the straps, are actually unusual. They're not like any of the other belts that I have in the house. So they don't even fit the wall hangers. That's the reason why this thing's not necessarily on the wall right now. So not only are the buttons different, and I would say that they are annoying, more annoying. So that is a negative for this belt. The strap buttons there's something different about them. They're harder to fasten, and it definitely isn't as big. So if you have a bigger waist, this belt might be a problem for you if you're trying to put it on. And I'll put it on right now. So I'm currently a 34, 36 waist. So I've dropped a couple pounds even from the last time I did one of these videos. And this belt is tight. Which I guess is kind of cool if you're smaller, but as a person that used to be bigger and a lot bigger, this is a bummer. This is a bummer that this belt is pretty tight. I have two buttons fastened, and like I said, this thing is pretty. There's not a lot of give here. So if you have a bigger waistline, and this is something that you really hope to use, and you hope to be able to put on as a costume, the cheap knockoff actually was a lot more forgiving for the waist than the official WWE belt. As you can see behind me, I'm definitely trying to show off these championship belts a little bit more. I don't want a man cave vibe down in my work area and in my basement, but I think that they are really cool, and I would like people to discuss them and try them on and all the things. So like, instead of hiding them in a closet, I'm putting them out, and I'm very excited to show this one off. I think people will be super excited to see it. Again, as a whole, this belt is beautiful. I love the yellow strap. I love the thickness of the plates. It really is a quality product. There is a noticeable difference with the WWE Shop belts, and especially the WWE Shop belts from the last couple of years. Again, that US Championship is an official WWE Shop, but the thickness of the plates between this and that one is significant. And I think, looking at other online reviews, they redid that belt too, and the plates are a lot thicker and the detail is a lot thicker. And I'd mentioned in the other video that you probably can't get that version of the belt anymore. And that's probably a good thing, because the newer versions are a lot better. The WWE Shop, whether you like the leather or not, you like the straps, because again, it's not floppy. The plates are really, really nice. Like, this feels like a real belt. This is cool. And it's the same thing with the big gold. That is a WWE Shop big gold. That's on a Fandu. Well, even my wife, who doesn't care about wrestling at all, she's like, that's a really, really cool belt. So I thought it would be cool and a good idea to do a comparative video of the two belt experiences, right? These are kind of limited in certain regards, right? Like, not everybody knows about or wants the yellow strap, but they're both available. Well, kind of, right? Again, you have to look on eBay for this one. And again, for an official one, because the WWE Shop is sold out, but you can still get official versions of this belt. And it really is a good product. It really is a quality product. And I'm very happy with it. I still question why I'm building out this collection, but at the time, right now, it's making me happy, and I like having them. And I'm hoping that they are conversation pieces when people come to the house. And yeah, it's fun. I've been enjoying just kind of the eBay hunt and going online and trying to bid on these belts. And yeah, I mean, it's scratching a certain itch right now. So anyway, if you have questions about either of the belts, feel free to reach out in the comments. And thank you for watching this video. Thanks for helping support this weird little habit that I've undertaken. And again, I'm not going to say that I'm never going to buy more belts. In fact, I have one coming. I don't know when it's going to show up. So I have one more coming, and then I really want to buy like a nice set of tag team championship belts, because the US titles, the US tag titles that I bought, they're flimsy, and I want a nice pair to put on display. So, and then this collection may be done for a while. But in the meantime, reach out with some questions, reach out with some comments. I'm happy to answer in any way that I can. And again, thank you for watching.